Let's go down to rent freeze and owner impact. He proposes a multi-year rent freeze for stabilized units. The goal is to halt displacement and mid-inflation. Analysts agree that this does protect tenants in the short term. However, they warn long-term maintenance funding must adapt. So think about that. That means at some point they're going to need more taxes than what he's already proposing. They're going to need more money, more money, more money, more money. Keep that in mind. But here's the fiction. The mayor personally sets every rent. That's false. The RGB votes, the mayor appoints, but doesn't dictate the rates. Instant freezes without offset risk deferred maintenance. Complex governance makes one man control impossible. Let's talk a little bit about his experience. Fact. Elected in 2020, he served in multiple sessions in Albany. His legislative record is included on housing and climate bills, organizing routes to keep him close to constituents. Reporters call that authenticity, not inexperience. He is a little bit inexperienced, um, but that's a whole nother debate right there. There is the fiction that he's done nothing legislatively. It's wrong. He sponsored bills and hearings to counter that myth. Does he lack executive experience? Yes, but not competence. I mean, he's competent. I don't agree with his policies, but he's a sound mind individual. The NYCHA public housing strategy. Fact. He advocates doubling capital investment, pushes for public sector builds and union labor. He opposes privatization through RAD pact conversions. Focus, preserve affordability and safety. But again, you have to be able to control the costs. The cost. The problem with a lot of these things are that he's not controlling. He's controlling the cost that you're paying when you buy that, but your taxes are going to go up, so you are still paying for it. Remember that part. All these politicians on both sides of the aisle, all they're doing is subsidizing one thing or the other, and they're not actually going after the root causes. Fiction. He supports privatizing the NYCHA. It's incorrect. He's trying to resist it, right? The critics conflate the modernization partnerships with sell-offs. Policy texts reaffirm how he feels about this. Transit reliability and bus pilot data. The MTA report did show, when they did that test pilot, increased ridership during that pilot, but there was longer boarding times. There was major slowdowns. These are facts. You would have to upgrade a lot of the buses. There's just not enough. And the way their system is set up right now, according to the analytics from there, I'm not a New Yorker, but according to analytics from there, your buses are going to be really late. It could increase times anywhere from 10 minutes to 30 minutes at a minimum, depending on the situation. It is fiction that free buses fix New York Transit. It oversimplifies it because it doesn't fix it.